What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, I'm tired. I'm actually really tired. The sun, it wasn't that hot, but it was just working in the sun. I'm probably a little sunburned. I need to get some sunscreen. Framing up the red brick house. We got the whole deck put on tomorrow. I'll frame up the walls and get the rafters up in there. See if we can get that thing closed up. And I'm feeling good about it right now. The worst work is definitely done on that first step, and I feel good about it. Um, Waiting for Mike to finish taking a shower. Then I can't even stand myself. I smell so bad. Get in the shower and kind of rejuvenate myself, and then we're gonna go get something to eat, and I'll probably just pass the hell out. Interesting day. First of all, let me say to Joseph Hebler's wife, Maya, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Maya. I hope you like your sign. I hope you like your sign. That is actually out of antique heart pine that is from a house that's over, I think, 150 years old. I think I actually got that from my friend Alex's house when I was renovating it. So hopefully you like it. And it's weather tight, so you don't have to worry about it. Not that you get weather in Arizona. It's just dry. It's just dry. Now, it might spontaneously combust, but that's another thing. So we had the hearing for the day is done for DeShawn Watson. And apparently, this is going to be a multiple day event. So we won't have any kind of decision anytime soon. The NFL, of course, is bringing all kinds of information because they want to have him suspended indefinitely. They basically want him to disappear, okay? Because they just don't want any more. Because if there's 24 cases, there's got to be other ones. There were 66 different calls. And at some point, people start saying, I can kind of jump on there. You know how I keep getting all these emails and seeing stuff about Camp Lejeune, that if you worked at Camp Lejeune at such and such time, that there's a settlement that's going on, or, you always hear about all these settlements and stuff. I'm surprised that, the Houston law firms, ambulance chasers out there haven't been putting that out there. Have you been such and such from DeShawn Watson? Well, there could be a settlement in here for you. Now, we won't charge you anything unless we get paid. So, yeah, it's that many cases. And I think the NFL is much like the Zeke Elliott situation. They don't want to deal with it. They just don't. They just want this to go away. And that's why they look at it and say, if we can suspend him indefinitely, let's do it. Let's just kind of say, you're just not here anymore. So, be that tomorrow and at least the next day will be more DeShawn Watson hearings going on. It's kind of crazy. And the more details, the thing is, the more details that you get, and especially for the Houston Texans, the fact that they are implicated in this whole thing where they're providing a hotel room for him to do stuff and, a non-disclosure agreement to kind of say, okay, we know you're doing something that might not be okay, but we want to make sure that we are not in the spotlight in it and stuff, and that it's under covers or under a small towel. Washington fans are going crazy right now because they're excited. They're excited that Terry McLaurin got his deal, that he got paid $71 million for 3 years. $71 million, $29 million for a signing bonus, and he will be there with a garbage-ass quarterback throwing to him, Carson Wentz. So, congratulations on getting your guy signed and under contract. We'll see how many more quarterbacks throw to him, in his time in Washington, because we know that the Washington football team is the Bermuda Triangle of quarterbacks. Quarterbacks enter and their careers don't exit. It just ends. It just disappears. And it's almost comical to me that Washington fans feel that Carson Wentz is going to be the one to break the curse. That Carson Wentz, who is now on his third team in 3 years, and I will say he is the new Jeff George. For those of you who are too young to know about Jeff George was like a number one pick quarterback who had a cannon for an arm that everybody just fell in love with. But Jeff George had an attitude problem and wasn't very coachable. He ended up getting out of Indianapolis, forcing their hand to get him out of Indianapolis because he was tired of playing for them. He didn't like them. Does that sound familiar at all? At all? Carson Wentz kind of did that with the Eagles. Didn't talk to Doug Peterson for months. When he started playing bad, had a hissy fit and worked his way out to the team that he really wanted to go with, the offensive coordinator that he had success with. And that didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. 1 year in, they said, boy, bye. And so now you go to the Washington Commanders. And now, of course, everything, I just love being here. This is a great organization. Okay. And you got the sky falling with Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder, who is dodging Congress on the allegations and everything else that's going on. And I'm betting, see, this is full circle. I'm betting that the NFLPA will look at somebody like Dan Snyder and say, Washington had their cheerleaders out of the country and made them perform topless for fans and things, or they wouldn't get their passport back to get back in the country. So when you start, and I'm not saying that DeShawn Watson deserves to get a pass. I'm not saying that at all. But when you go down to plead your case, you try and take everybody else down. So I guarantee you that the NFLPA will be bringing up Dan Snyder and that whole situation right there. They may bring up Jerry Jones's, Rich Dalrymple, going into the locker room, although he just took pictures. Okay. And he was lost. He was looking at his cell phone trying to find a map so that way he could figure his way out of the cheerleaders' locker room because, he was new there. They'll probably bring up some other different situations like Robert Kraft in the massage parlor to say, hey, you didn't do anything to those guys. Why are we going for my guy? So it's probably going to get uglier before it gets better. And that's why the NFL is kind of like, we need this thing to disappear. So let's just say indefinitely. And maybe it'll just go away. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great evening. I am ecstatic about the work we got done in the last 2 days. If you want to see how I got to be so dirty and stinky and all that, definitely check out my other channel, Joe Boo's Day Job, because I'm working on this 200-year-old house. We're going to be restoring a lot of it. A lot of it stuff can't be fixed, but we're going to be making it look and feel much like it originally did. And I'm down here yesterday, today, tomorrow, and maybe into Thursday to get the kitchen area completely ripped out and rebuilt. And for 2 days, we ripped it out yesterday. We got the deck on there today. And so tomorrow we'll frame up the walls. So check it out. What you got to lose? There ain't football going on right now. Oh, there is USFL. Like I said, there ain't football going on right now. Peace.